Okay, so I'm gonna be installing a rear view camera, a backup camera on my 2011 Scion XB. I've been watching some tutorials on YouTube on how to do it, and I got a few ideas before I decided to do my own installation. But unfortunately, on the tutorials that I've seen so far, I'm not very happy because it involves removing this panel, that panel, and removing unbolting seat belts and whatnot. Well, I'm lazy. I'm not gonna be doing that because I think it's too much work. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna run my wires, my video wire through my headliner. I'm gonna make an attempt to run it, to fish it through the underneath the headliner all the way across to the A pillar right here, and then down and through my dashboard, which is very simple to remove. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be installing the Alpine ILX-W650. That's the receiver that I'm going to be using to run my backup camera. So wish me luck. I'm going to be doing this. I'm trying to get it completed probably within an hour, maybe an hour and a half max, hopefully, if everything goes right. So the first thing I did is I removed this weather stripping. Very simple, just pull down. It looks like that. Just grab it and detach it. Very simple. Once you do that, the headliner pretty much drops. You're going to be removing some of these little clips, securing the headliner upwards. You're going to be needing this tool right here. And as you can see, I'm not going to be removing all of them because I'm going to be focusing only on this portion of the headliner. And that should do it. So I'm gonna put this video on pause, and as you can see, I already I have plenty of room to just fish my lines all the way across. I don't know why these guys are removing all these panels. I think it's nonsense. But that's the reason why I decided to make this video, so you guys don't have to be struggling on how to run your wires. So let's see what else I did. As you can see, you're also going to have to be removing the detaching the weather strip. It's very simple. It's not secured by screws or anything. It's just compression. Just pull down and that does it. And what that does, it gives you more space to run your wires through the headliner. So I really hope this video is useful for you guys if you are gonna be making an attempt to do your own backup camera installation. As you can see, this weather stripping has already been dropped, and that's the whole purpose right there, to make that cavity so you can run your wire across. And there's a pillar cover right here, same thing. That thing is going to be coming off, not all the way, so I can run my RCAs through here. And then this cover is going to come off. It just pops right out. The wire is going to go through here and onto my Alpine stereo. Right, so hopefully this will work, and stay tuned. If you are going to be working with a Scion XB 2008 and newer, I'm going to show you how to remove this portion of the dashboard and this one right here. Every vehicle is different, but it's pretty much the same concept. They are usually not secured by any screws. You're going to need something like this so you don't scratch your dashboard. Kind of stick it right there and pry it off, and it should come just right off like this. It's been held by these plastic clips, Nothing to it. Just use the proper tools so you don't scratch your dashboard. And you do the same with this bad boy right here. Once again, every vehicle is different. This one is actually quite easy if you have the right tools and if you know your car very well. As you can see, this thing just pops right off. And once again, the same concept, plastic clips all over the place, no screws, no nothing, just pop it right off. So there you have it. Now the dashboard is already exposed. Now I can run my RCA wires that are gonna come from my headliner, right behind my liner, all the way down into my A pillar, through here, and then down through this hole right here. I know you can't see it, but I can actually access my RCA wires onto there, right behind my dashboard, right here behind my air vents, and right onto my ILX W650 Alpine that I just purchased. So it should be pretty simple, and wish me luck. To make your life easier, you're going to be needing a wire. I made this one out of a hanger. As you can see, this wire is probably about it's about 48 inches long, but that's all you need. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the one end of the RCA wire at the end of this wire, and then I'm just going to fish it. I'm going to stick it in here just like this, right under the headliner, and that is going to go not all the way across, but at least until the center of the headliner. And then once I have work with the first half, I can pull the RCA wires through, and then I can do the same thing again through that door right there and right onto the A pillar. Okay, so I ran the hanger through the back of the headliner, as you can see. Pull it out without dropping my... Okay, voila. See? There's my wire right here. That's one end. And I ran it all the way across, right around here. See? Just like that. Once I get the wire, I'm just gonna, once I get the RCAs attached to the other end, I'm just gonna pull through, and that should take care of half of my route that I'm running all my my RCAs. If you are wondering why I have not shown you the camera and the wiring kit yet, it's because I don't have it yet. Amazon is supposed to have it delivered to me this afternoon, and that's why I'm taking my sweet time just playing with you guys and filming this video. But yeah, Amazon has not delivered my camera yet. I really hope they don't let me down, otherwise I'm gonna have to put all this back together and just continue on tomorrow. It's no big deal. So far, believe it or not, I already have maybe about, what do you say, about 10 minutes into this project, because all I've done is just pull down on this weather stripping, this one and that one right there, the left front door, and that's about it. I can always put everything back together within 10 minutes, not a problem. But I just checked my my update on my delivery, and it says that the item is on its way, so we'll see. While I wait for my camera to get delivered, next step would be to remove this side panel, which is no big deal. Once again, it's just been held by clips. Nothing is screwed on, so as long as you pry gentle on it, this panel should come right off with no problems. So it's coming along really good. So far I haven't break any of the clips because I've been prying on it. Oops. Very nice and gentle. Now you don't want to do that because you're gonna scratch your panel. All right, so now that the panel is removed, now we can see the area where we're gonna be working on. These are the lights for your license plates. That's what illuminates your license plate. Right now is a good time to upgrade your tail lights and just swap them, switch them, and just use the LED types. They sell them on eBay. They're pretty cheap, but you can buy like 10 for like $12. But the ones that I suggest are the ones that I think they cost you about $10 for a pack of 2. Those are much brighter, and rather than buying those cheesy ones, the cheap ones, because those they tend to flicker. Just within a couple of weeks, within a month, they're going to start flickering on you, and that's really a pain. So just go ahead and get the expensive ones. Just to get the pack of 2 costs you like anywhere between $9.99 to $12, but those are really good. I don't have them yet. They are coming, so it's not a big deal. All you gotta do is just remove the panel that I just removed, and it's pretty simple. So we're gonna be removing that, and I believe this part right here in order to secure our new camera. I'm gonna have to run my wires, my RCA wires through here. I already removed the plate, the scuff plate that goes here. You gotta be careful. You wanna remove it in a way that you don't break these clips right here. Be gentle, just pry it, and it comes right off. And also don't forget to remove the bolts, the nuts that are behind these holes right here. You can access those through the back. Now what I want to show you is that I'm going to be running my RCA wires through this little switch right here. What this is your there's a button right here that you use to open up the hatch electronically. Just come in here, push up, and the gate opens up. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna remove that. I already got it disconnected through the back. So I'm gonna drill some holes. Actually, just one hole right here, and that's where I'm gonna be running my RCAs right through my hatch switch. There's nothing here, as you can see. The back is hollow. The right side is all hollow. There's nothing here, so I can easily drill a hole or 2 so I can run my connections, and that from that point it's going to come down. It's going to look kind of funky, but with a license plate frame I should be able to blend it in just fine. But I'm doing this because I don't want to make any drill extra holes on the body. There's no need for that. I'm just going to do it through here. Okay, so the package has arrived. I I went for this brand right here. It's called E-Rapta. Got it off of Amazon. I did a lot of researches on as far as getting the proper rear view camera, but you know what? Everything that you find online nowadays when it comes to rear view cameras, they're all made in China. So I don't know if there's a really a big difference between the others, but this one it happens to have good reviews on Amazon. So I'm gonna go for. I went for this one. It's gonna come with the camera, the license plate bracket. It's gonna come with the RCA wires that I've been talking to you about throughout this video. The one that I'm gonna be running across my headliner, and it also comes with this connector right here that I still don't know what it is, but I'll figure something out. And it comes with the handy dandy instructions and the owner's manual. I never read instructions, guys. I just make things up as I go, so I'm not gonna be using that. Okay, so let's get right to it. And I already completed doing the drilling. So you can see this part of the hatch switch is pretty hollow, so I'm gonna be able to run my RCAs through it. And this, I'm just gonna get me a rubber plug so water doesn't go in. But this is on the outside, and the only way that water can enter is through here, but it's not gonna affect the switch whatsoever. Besides, I'm gonna seal that with a rubber plug. All right, let's get right to it. Okay, so there you have it, folks. The camera is already in place. I don't like the fact that the bracket covers up the month and the year. I'm gonna have to maybe put the license plate stickers a little bit lower, because that I can get in troubles with the law. We don't want that. So there you have it. That's not bad at all. This little wire right here, I'm gonna see if I can hide it, and I can just blend it in somewhat. But there you have it. And let's see what else. Now it's time to run that precious RCA wire through the headliner, and this doesn't take nothing to it. Just plug in the wires. I'm gonna be running this RCA through this panel, and I just found this rubber plug that's gonna help me fish it through. Pull it all the way here, and the idea is to bring the RCA through this rubber grommet, through this hole, all the way across and through here, and they just bring it into the vehicle. Wish me luck on that one. Anyways, so I'm gonna put this panel back together. There's no point on having it off, so let's do it. Okay, so I'm done running the RCA wire. I know I kept saying wires, but it's actually just one, because the two turns into just one single wire, which is very easy to run it through the headliner. So far I've been able to run it all the way through that opening right there, through here. As you can see, I didn't have to it didn't affect the airbag system whatsoever, and came through here, and right behind my A-pillar. And I'm about to close everything up, and I'm gonna be wrapping this bad boy in just a moment. And as I mentioned before, I'm gonna run the RCA from behind the dashboard all the way. Okay, so the installation for the backup camera is already completed. It took me probably a good hour and a half to do everything. As you can see, everything is nice and tucked, very nice and clean. I didn't scratch any panels because I used the proper tools. I put all the dashboard pieces back together. And let's do a test on the backup camera. This. What I don't like about the Alpine ILX W650 it takes a long time to reboot. That's what I don't like about this unit, but there it is. Took about 15 seconds to reboot. Right, so backup camera. I already wired the to the reverse orange and white wire. I wired it to the reverse signal that is somewhere behind this kick panel. Every vehicle is different, so you're gonna have to find the correct signal for your specific car. But in this case, it's right here behind this panel. There's a red wire that runs straight up. So you have to pinch it, tap it, run it, and connect it right behind your doubled-in radio. In my case, it's the orange and white wire. So if you do that, you're gonna be. If you do that, this what happens. You're gonna put the car on reverse, and it sends the signal to your backup camera, as you can see. And put it back in park. See, put it on reverse again, and it sends the signal to your backup camera. Very important, you guys, because at first I connected the power source to my orange and white wire, and the camera worked, but I had to turn it on manually. I had to push that button and the camera will come on. It doesn't come on anymore because now it's wired properly. It's wired to my reverse signal. But if you wired it, if you connect the red wire to your power source for your stereo, more than likely the camera is going to be running at all times, and you don't want that, because this particular camera that I bought, it has LED little lights built into it. So when you drive it on the freeway or anywhere you go, those LED lights are going to be on all the time, and you can get pulled over, you can get a ticket for distraction. So you don't want to do that. Just follow the instructions. It's very simple. I didn't want to read the instructions at the beginning because I'm lazy, but it said it very clearly to connect the red wire to the reverse signal. Very simple. So this is all I have for you guys today on this backup camera installation. As you can see, everything came out okay, and it took me a good an hour and a half, at least an hour and a half. Yeah, it took me longer in my case because I took my sweet time and I was doing a lot of different things in between. But if I would have done it non-stop, it would have been exactly about an hour and a half. Don't forget that the idea of this installation, the idea of this video, is to save you time when it comes to running your wire across the headliner. That's what I did, and I saved myself so much headache, so much time trying to remove all those panels. So don't do that. Just drop your headliner and get some type of hangers or wires and just fish it through. If you can run your wire all the way across without having to remove anything, like those handles I had to remove, and also the weather stripping, but that's just about it. Every vehicle is going to be different, so good luck. And the wires that came from this headliner, they came up here and through this rubber grommet right here that is for my windshield washer fluid. I kind of cheated. You're supposed to somehow take your time and run your RCA wire through this and without having to rip anything, but it was taking me forever. So I just got me a razor blade and I cut through and I just taped it. It saved me a lot of time. So it went up through here, through here, through here, to here, to here, once again using a wire hanger to help me run the wires through. this rubber grommet, you can remove it, and it went from here, the wire, so you can see, you can't see it, and then into the panel. So as you can see, the installation overall came out really good. I would say very professional. This is the very first time that I installed a backup camera, and I really hope it's the last one, because it's really hard. But the hardest part is to run this wire through the headliner, but that was pretty simple. I think it took me about 20-30 minutes, 45 minutes at most, to do everything. And then the hardest part was to find the reverse wire, the reverse signal from the vehicle to connect it to the red wire on the front. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, any suggestions, please leave your comments in the comment section. If this video was useful for you, please appreciate some comments and some likes, and don't forget to share this video. Someone out there is gonna benefit from it. That is the whole idea. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.